8 or 24?
Number 8. 24 was more challenging.
It's Monday, so that means 3 things. 1, I'm not your MCM. 2, it's a Mamba Monday. And 3, it's time for the 824 podcast. How you guys doing? I'm your host, the product of poverty's environment, the Pope Chuck Paul. Episode 92, Fight Night. First of all, like I always do, hope you guys enjoyed your week. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I went to Paris last weekend, from Friday to Monday. It's pretty cool. The food is trash. I got sick the first couple days I was there, so I didn't really get to do everything I wanted as far as hit up a couple of stores, the places I wanted to party at. But if you know, you know. Why I went down there? Great. If not, whatever. Let's get right into it. This is episode 92, Fight Night, like I just mentioned. Man, look. It appears that every time I decide to skip a weekend, something crazy happens. We had Draymond Green punching his teammate Jordan Poole in the face. We had Kanye versus Diddy, then Diddy versus Mace, and Kanye versus everybody, including the whole Jewish community again. We got 50, well, not really 50 versus son, but his son complaining about the $6,700 child support wasn't enough. We're going to talk about T.I. versus Charleston White, Jalen Rose versus Sister, and Deontay Wilder knocked out his former sparring partner, Hellenius, whatever his name is. A whole lot of verses, minus the music. So let's get into it first. Draymond Green versus Jordan Poole. This happened about a week or two ago. There was speculation about a fist fight during their practice, and then someone leaked the video of Draymond Green punching Jordan Poole in the face. It looked like there were some words exchanged, then Draymond got in Poole's face. Poole pushed him away, then Draymond just rushed him, punched him in the face. I don't know if the punch really knocked him out or if he punched him in the face then threw him down, because they were really, really close. But it looked like Jordan Poole's head hit the door as well, so he was out. And there's reports saying that he was knocked out. People trying to play it off, saying this type of stuff happens all the time in practice. Oh, Jordan and Steve Kerr. But I believe Steve Kerr actually hit Jordan first, and then Jordan hit him back. There was an issue with I think his name was Niko Milicic or something like that, and Bobby Portis. They got into it in practice, and Milicic lunged at Portis a few times, and Portis said F it, swung because he thought he was about to get hit. I believe he gave him a concussion or something like that. He was suspended for 8 games. There's several instances where this has happened, but I don't know if it happens all the time. My thing is this: you have to see me after that. We have to fight afterwards. And Draymond Green has a reputation for being tough and fake tough. There was the rumors about Tristan Thompson punching him in the face at LeBron's SB party a few years back. There was a report about Draymond Green getting into it with a former Michigan State player at a party a few years back. I believe he was sued. But yeah, you can't have motherfuckers fighting in your locker room. And this is just on the wake of, I think his name Robert Sarver, saying he was going to sell his team for the things that he was doing in his organization. Just imagine if Robert Sarver was running around punching people in the face, and he was like, well, it happens in the workplace. People don't get along, they fight. You're trying to change the culture, right? You're trying to change the look of the NBA, make it more marketable. You can't say this type of shit is okay. Draymond Green stepped away from the team, suspended himself. He was fined, an undisclosed amount, but they decided to move on. Just the other day, I think yesterday or the day before, Jordan Poole signed his new deal, $140 million over 4 years, and I believe Andrew Wiggins just over $100 million extension over 3 or 4 years. So he's pretty much getting the same thing, 140 something over 4 years. Draymond has yet to reach a deal with the Golden State Warriors, so we don't know if he will be there next year. There's reports, people just throwing it out there that maybe he's trying to land with the Los Angeles Lakers, but hey, Kyrie Irving the same thing after this season. He's trying to make his way to the Lakers. So it'll probably be another old-ass Lakers squad next year if Westbrook won't be there next year. He'll be off the books. Well, he's traded or he just plays his contract out because he opted in. It would be LeBron, AD, Draymond, and Kyrie Irving, the all injured team. Come on, dog. But yeah. If I was Jordan Poole, Draymond, he's gonna have to see me. People say, "Oh, you can't say what you would do to X, Y, and Z." Look, I know if someone punched me in my face, I'm gonna punch him back. I know that for a fact. But we don't know what started it and whatnot. But it's gonna come out eventually. Someone's gonna say exactly what happened when this is all said and done, when the season is over. Hell, we still finding out little bits and pieces of what happened with Ime Udoka and the Kathleen Lynch chick. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. And Kanye will beef with everybody. JP Morgan Chase told him to move his money. He has a month. They're saying it was before his quote-unquote anti-Semitic comments he made. One of the comments pretty much, he was just saying the banks, these media outlets are all owned by Jewish people. And in a sense, they kind of proved him right by telling him, we don't want your money in our bank, and banning him from Facebook. 2 Jewish-owned companies. I guess that point was proven. He was also saying a lot of other crazier things about Kim Kardashian, her mother. He recently went on Nori's podcast. He said something a little disturbing about the George Floyd case, about saying that he wasn't really killed by the officer. It was really off of fentanyl. But I'm gonna say this: 2 things can be true. The knee against his neck probably made his death a lot faster. And if he wasn't stopped probably over the alleged counterfeit money, he'd probably be alive today. And a lot of shit wouldn't have happened since that day. But that's neither here or there. That's another story. My main thing about Kanye and everybody is, why do you care so much what he thinks? I said this before millions of times. Because after, when he did the whole slavery was a choice thing, I realized he's about to sell something. He's dropping new merch, some new sneakers or something. I do not let this man dictate my everyday. And at the end of the day, LeBron didn't want to air his interview with him on the shop. Nori did. You can't censor everybody. And at least this way, you give him an opportunity to probably clarify the things he's trying to say. And you have someone like Nori who's going to sit there and hold him accountable and object to some things that he may feel that are crazy. If I don't like something, I don't watch it. I don't look for it. If you don't want to hear him talk or see him talk, whatever case may be, whenever you see him on your timeline, keep scrolling. Block it. Why give these people your time and your energy if you don't agree with what they believe in? Another thing I've grown to do as well. Like there's people who would say things like, I support Trump in some of his views, but I'm not racist. Although there are a lot of people who may be racist who follow Trump administration, as well as Biden. There's some racist motherfuckers on both sides of the coin. Who you favor politically, I'm not going to let that cloud my judgment of who you are as a person. You know, I'm not the person who's like, I'm Democrat, I hate all Republicans, or I'm Republican, I hate all Democrats. Because there's some motherfuckers I know who swear by Republicans, this, that, and the fourth, and blame Democrats for everything else, but they were poor their whole damn lives, even in their adult lives, while there was a Republican in office and a Democrat in office. So sometimes that's just a you thing. That's a whole other story. But like the point I'm trying to make, I'm not about to judge somebody off of their political views or their religious views. Because hey, look, man, a lot of us aren't saints either. We hang out with a lot of questionable people in our circles, whether they do hoe shit or gangster shit. Me personally, who am I to judge? I'm not gonna be that guy. You know what I'm saying? So whatever he believes in, man, that's on him. That's on him and whoever thinks like him. Me personally, I'm not gonna let it ruin my day. I just won't. But yeah, Kanye versus everybody. And I was online the other day. That's one thing about the Shade Room. They gonna inform me with all the bullshit niggatry that's online. So apparently Nicki Minaj made a comment about not being nominated for a particular category. I think she was moved from like hip hop to pop or something like that. And then she mentioned one of Latto's songs, saying that that shouldn't be in the same category as well. It should be moved to the same category as hers or something like that. Latto didn't like it or whatever. Then I think Nicki addressed somebody who was on TikTok. Latto took it the wrong way, or maybe she did say something about her, but they started going back and forth. All I'm going to say is this: Latto called her a 40-year-old bully. She said that you married to a whole rapist and your brother is one. There is no coming back from that. Like there's no, hey ladies, how about you two sit down in the room and mend your differences? Nope. She took it there. All I can say was, God damn. And I know, I'm a man. I'm going to stay out of women's business. But when I read that shit, I said, whoa. Alrighty then. Ain't no coming back from that. Once you talk about spouses, brothers, and criminal activity that's well documented, it's like, damn. But yeah, like I was talking to one of my homegirls the other day. It's like, you fuck with Nicki or you fuck with Cardi when it comes to like a lot of these newer women rappers and whatnot, you know? And it's crazy. It's like, yo, pick a side and stay there. You know what I'm saying? You either fuck with one or fuck with the other. But we'll see what happens with that. But that was, whew. You can just go in Shade Room and just search that whole shit. I shouldn't even be promoting someone else's shit, but yeah, that's what it was. And recently, Marquise was doing an interview with Rockefeller hip-hop historian Choke No Joke. And Marquise was talking about how $6,700 a month wasn't enough for child support. He was saying like, that's only $81,000. Like, what am I supposed to do with that if I'm trying to rebuild my life? Can you rebuild your life with that? Then Choke was like, yeah, I actually can. Then Marquise got upset and was like, well, you can't compare me to you. But you just asked him if he could do that with that amount of money. And he said he can. That's what sucks when people don't like are so entitled, like when they hear things they don't want to hear. You know, then you have people like chiming in saying, well, that's not enough, it's set in the fourth. But people fail to realize that 50 used to pay $25,000 a month in child support, and then his mother got upset and wanted more money once he got that vitamin water deal. And the judge said, no, you're being greedy. $6,700 a month it is. People saying that 50 was never there for his kids, people gotta understand. I've been following G-Unit since like they first started, because I mean 2001, that was like when I started college and whatnot. You would see 50 and his son all over the place, in magazines, at the video shoot, movie shoots, movie sets and whatnot. Remember 50 had Marquise's name tattooed on his back, but he got most of his tattoos removed as of now because he was doing a lot of acting. He said like he had to be at the trailer an hour or two in advance to get makeup for his arms and his back, so he got most of that stuff done. Take it off. But if you're familiar with G-Unit, you know he was all over the place. You always used to see his son in the pictures and everywhere. Matter of fact, I forgot what video. I think it might be Major Distribution with 50, Snoop, and Jeezy, surprisingly Jeezy. and you see Marquise sitting on a bike with the MMG chain that was taken from Gunplay during those BET Awards. Excuse me. But yeah, for those who always been in the picture, a lot of people know the story. People don't want to acknowledge how the mother had kind of soured that relationship between 50 and his son. And you know, people will say stuff like, "Oh, don't let no one should force you to make you not want to be with your child." But people don't understand. First of all, no one should be trying to put you against your child in the first place. Start from the root of the problem. That particular person, the mother, should not be using the child as a pawn in the first place. But yeah, you can search that online right about now. It was really a real big main hot topic last week. 6,700 a month. There's people living off of that right now, comfortably. Now, if you're trying to live like a rap star off of that type of money, then that's on you. Get a job, invest, create something, design something. Hell, invest in someone else. I'm sorry, but like I've been doing for myself since I was 19, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people all the time, I don't have the luxury of moving in with family or parents or having family that will be able to give you money, help you start whatever you want to start or do, whatever the case may be. I'm on my motherfucking own. People depend on me. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what to tell you. Speaking to kids and grown folks, this guy named Charleston White. It's like a older southern guy, curses a lot, talks shit about people, says he'll call the cops on you if you fuck with him, but he has no problem talking shit about you. So T.I.'s son, I forget the names. I don't know if it's King. It's the one who's really light-skinned. He got into it with Charleston White, and Charleston White was saying, I would Trayvon Martin you, I would George Zimmerman you if you came at me. They said in the fourth, threatening, he's saying he would kill his son if he approached him. I think because they got into an argument. He's going back and forth saying he was going to fuck up Charleston White. Charleston White said he'd fuck him up. Then T.I. tried to step in. And my problem with the outside public is people trying to say things like, T.I., control your kid. Look, kid is 18. T.I. has about like 7 or 8 children. He has one child who's acting out. That ain't bad. Because some of these motherfuckers who are commenting, I bet you some of their children are the worst of the worst on their neighborhood. Like, at least he ain't shooting shit up. Hopefully. Knock on wood. You know what I'm saying? He already had his little running with the law. Hopefully he learns from that. But some of you acting like y'all holier than thou. Devoted Christians. No. Some of y'all ain't shit too. And you know, people have just been waiting to just rag on T.I. for so many reasons when he had to think about taking his daughter to get her privates checked and whatnot. The whole sexual assault scandal with the underage teens doing drugs with them and whatnot. So people have been trying to find a reason to get T.I. there, because you know that's where we are now. We don't like something someone says, we want them out of here. We have to agree on everything and think the same. One band, one sound, right? No. But yeah, you have these people running around saying things about how T.I.'s son look, calling him ugly, but you say something about Lizzo's weight, you're wrong. You say something about Dwayne Wade's kid, you're homophobic. But we could call this man's child ugly. Stop it. Lizzo's fat, Dwayne Wade's son, that shit's crazy. You know. But there's no way in hell that after Charleston White said he gonna turn somebody into a Kobe pack and he's gonna Trayvon Martin this man's son, that y'all can still champion and make this, like, y'all okay with him saying things like that. We have a problem with everything Kanye West says. Meaning, y'all allow everything that this man says to slide, but we're going to pick everything that Kanye says. Nah. I need some slander for Charleston White too. He needs to get washed up and folded. Dirt napped. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna hold you. I hope T.I. do put hands on him. Battle of the skinny niggas. Hey, look, we already know T.I. is fast as lightning, bruh. Better use your Nikes, bruh. What you know about that? You see what I did there. You see what if you know, you know. You see what I did there. You know what I'm saying? And this kind of surprised me. Former NBA star, ESPN analyst, Jalen Rose, he recently, well not recently, but he had bought a house for his mother and grandmother. They were sick and the grandmother died, and I think a year later, or I think within the same year, his mother ended up dying. So he ended up putting the house on the market, and the sister was staying there. Now, Jalen Rose has been mum to the situation. I don't know if he was paying sister to take care of the mother and grandmother, but she was staying there and whatnot, and now that they're no longer living, he is selling the house. It's his property. Now the sister has been blasting him, saying that he's evicting her, but it's his house. Now I guess she probably wanted him to take care of her as well and finish paying for the house, but I mean if the mother and grandmother's no longer there and it's his house, and if she's not contributing to the utilities or the property taxes and whatnot, then you gotta go. And again, this is all about entitlement. People feel entitled to what you have. Just because you have it, they feel that they should have it, when they didn't even work for it. She was not shooting with him in the motherfucking gym. She was not in those 7 a.m. meetings before these ESPN shows and whatnot. So he could do whatever the hell he want. You know, hell, I wish someone could put me in the house for a few years and not pay no bills. I would have stacked my money the fuck up. I feel bad for you because I didn't even know after that's when Molly Quorum, I think, asked for the divorce. Well, I think he divorced her like 6 months later. Like it was already going down the drain, you know what I'm saying, their marriage, and he just ended up divorcing her like within a month after his mom passing. So yeah, Jalen Rose is going through that. Deontay Wilder's back. He got a first round knockout over Helenius. So he could beat everybody in the heavyweight division, not named Wilder. I mean, not named Fury, pretty much. And I was scared. I was like, yo, this Viking looking motherfucker look like a smaller Tyson Fury. I hope he don't lose. And one thing I did notice too is that Deontay Wilder is very slim. He's like 220, 230. And mind you, like these guys like Joshua was like 250, 260. Fury like 260, 270. Ruiz, he's a big dude. He need to put on some pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's not going to be agile, move around with his feet and whatnot, he needs to put some weight on him. And we all seen that played a big factor in the Fury fight when Fury was just laying on top and tiring him out. You know? But it was good to see Deontay get that win. Hopefully he either fights Usyk, Ruiz, Joshua. Yeah, so it's Usyk, Joshua, and Ruiz. I think the next three guys who are up next. So hopefully he picks one of those guys for early next year. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't love a great comeback story? Oh man. And before I let go, the 2022-23 NBA season is bike tomorrow. Oh, I love this time of year. We got the Yankees playing tonight. Deciding game. Hopefully they win this series. They're tied 2-2. We have football. The Giants are 5-1 right now. They beat the Baltimore Ravens. Sorry, Artie. Motherfucking the NBA season starts tomorrow. My Lakers are still trash. Westbrook is day-to-day with a hamstring injury. Oh, Lord. And tomorrow, the Sixers visit the Celtics. We'll see how their interim coach does. The Lakers are visiting the Warriors. There will be ring ceremony night. We will see how Draymond and Poole interact with that shit. So, yeah, it's going to be a good week, good NBA week. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to watch some of these games. I'm gonna get NBA League Pass as well. I'm like, fuck it, it's a lot cheaper. I remember when it first came out, it was either like $225 or $175, whatever it was. I paid it. That's when I had like DirecTV or some shit like that. But now it's a lot cheaper. It's on $100, I think, for you can watch it on one device, and I believe $120 you could watch it on multiple devices. I don't know if it's more than 2 or not, but yeah. So. Hope you guys enjoyed this long-ass episode. Whew. If you're feeling the shirt, you already know where to go. tkomg.net/shop, TKOMG shop. Like I always say, like, share, subscribe, comment. God is good. God is great. Thank God my paper straight. I am the Pope Chuck Paul. Peace out.